Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome this Monday night to COVID Conversations. Wow. Another day. I just watched the news. Whew. Before we even go into our next guest, who I'm waiting for to ring the bell. Um, I'm going to tell you this. It's been so interesting with everything going on today at the White House. Did you watch the press briefing? I did. And like I said, I have been home for about 9 weeks and I don't plan to go back anytime soon until it's fixed, the situation over there. And it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm just really trying to figure out how to move forward like everyone else in this nation. And tonight, guys, I'm so excited. We are waiting for the great Luke James to join. My daughter is here too. Um, she's over here.
I like fangirling.
She's fangirling, losing her mind. And she met him before. And let me tell him to come back and ring this bell. And everyone wants to get on now. And I'm waiting for Luke James. But how are you guys doing tonight? Yes, Luke James. Yes, Luke James. Yes, Luke James. The singer, the actor. Just a wonderful guy, you know? We got a lot of questions for him. And I'm waiting for him to get on. He may have to go out. You guys have been showing up and showing out on these things. And I'm so thankful for that. Our numbers have been really, really great. And I just thank you guys so much for all of that. And let me see. Let me go to Luke. Okay. Hold on. Let's see where he is. Let me talk to him. Okay. I'm on waiting for you. Okay. So we're all here in COVID stay at home land, and I'm waiting for Luke, and he's coming. He'll be here because we were just talking a minute ago. So he's probably getting himself ready, warmed up for all you guys. So anyway, either way, so as we wait for Luke James, talk to me. What are you thinking today, guys? Hey, Trudy. Hey, Pam. I've got such great supporters, and someone said foolishness. Yeah. This is a tough one. We've never been here before. Hey, twin. We've never been here before, and we're really trying to understand this moment in time. So, it's sad, and to see that the reporter who the reporter that the president basically singled out. There we go. There's our friend Luke James. Okay, we singled out, talking about China. And I was like, ooh, it reminded me of when one of the first press conferences president, oh, there he is. It reminded me of the first press conferences president ever had. And I asked him about the urban agenda. He said, oh, can you get a meeting? Get a meeting. They're your friends, aren't they? I'm like, oh, he was talking about the Congressional Black Caucus. Hey, Luke James.
What's up?
You look good. My daughter is losing her mind over here. My youngest, the oldest is
Hello.
cool. So come here, Gracie. So anyway, you look good.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you something. A good-looking man, no matter COVID, still is good-looking. So
I'm out here.
But you know what? Oh, you got a lot of hearts on that. How have you been coping? I've been seeing Brescia, our baby Brescia Webb is like, hey, Brescia.
Brescia.
I love her. You know she's from Baltimore, right?
I know, but she's amazing. Absolutely.
She's everything. I love her. So here's Gracie. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, Gracie. How you doing?
She's been doing a binge watch of Star. And that's all she's been talking about. Oh, you tell him I love him with the baby. I love him. And oh my gosh, she has been.
Oh my gosh.
She is losing her mind. She's like,
listen. The show is something I didn't even know it was what it is and what it means to people. I'm grateful. Thank you.
So you got that, Gracie? Now leave. Because I can't have a fangirl. I can't have a fangirl moment without. So, and you actually met them last year when we were in LA for the
Dear
for the
Mama.
Mother's Day. Yeah, dear Mama, that was wonderful. And it's so crazy because you and I were following each other. I'm like, oh, there's
Yeah.
James. I was like, why are you following me? I'm an old woman.
No, I'm following you. You keep me informed. You know, I
Aw.
tap in. I tap out a lot. So it's good to have people who keep me informed, so that I don't have to venture into the other realms.
I'm with you about the other realms. So how I've been seeing you. Stop messing it. You look good. I'm just gonna say you look gorgeous.
Oh,
I got
thank
a
you.
man. I got a man.
You know what? If you watch the funny thing, if you watch Star, this is a tick. Scratching my head is a tick that I have that I am trying to work on. Thank you for calling it out.
No, because I was like, because that's what we as women do. We kind of like if we don't want to smile, if we don't want to see people see our teeth, we do this. You look good.
Thank you.
People are just going crazy. They are like giving hearts. Do you see them?
I
They're like, yes.
shower me with the love, gas me up. I love you too. I love you too. We're beautiful.
Someone said he's fine. There's all sorts of hearts. That hair, trust and believe. And there are a lot of single women who are home alone. Like, honey, that hair is fine.
That right?
Yes.
Thank you. I could definitely use a scalp massage for sure.
Are you single?
I am single.
Ladies. I met your mama. I know your mother doesn't play. When she sees people coming up, she's like, who are you?
Nah, I'm an only child. I am yeah, my mom doesn't play. You know.
I met her. Because when I was like, hi, she was looking at me like, I'm not a cougar. It's all
so
right.
Funny. That's so funny.
I was like, okay, Mom. So somebody said, I'll massage your scalp. Okay, now calm down. I know he's single, but just calm down.
Settle it down.
What'd you say, Lou?
They gotta settle it down.
I know.
It gets a little crazy.
Brisha's single too. Brisha.
Brisha.
And she's got a beautiful mom. She's got a beautiful family. Brisha, you hear me? I'm setting you up. Brisha. You're both actors and actresses in Hollywood.
You're right.
Brisha. Brisha's not saying anything. Brisha, what you think? That's my baby girl, and we keep it real from Baltimore.
Oh, Brisha.
I'm a match, but look, I set my cousin up with her husband, and they have a child. They're happily quarantined and married together.
You have a gift.
I do. Matchmaker, make me a match. Okay. And Brisha's not saying a word. I know she's like, girl. Anyway, so what are you doing? First of all, thank you so much. I said, would you come? And you said yes. And John Murray just said, cut it out, April. Okay.
John.
Yes, my baby John Murray. So, so what are you doing right now? Because I've been seeing you post pictures, and how are you doing, and what are you doing?
Well, I am. I'm being still. I think my profession right now, we all kind of have to be still and find other ways to create, and also plan ahead, you know, for what's to come, for the new world that we'll be working in. So yeah, I just been being still. I've been I have some things that are on the other side of this take place. So I'm just taking my time. It's a blessing to have this time to just prepare and just do things that I haven't done. I bought a place in Atlanta and I haven't lived in it.
What?
Because I've been traveling, I've been filming, I film other.
So where are you now? It might be the best thing that you are where you are. Where are you now?
I'm in Atlanta now.
Oh.
Yeah,
you're in Atlanta and you bought a place. You're not in the place.
Oh, I bought a place. When I bought the place, I was already working and I was like, you know, just doing a lot of traveling. I was barely here in Atlanta since we stopped doing Star. Star films here in Atlanta. Well, it did. And so I just, I'm pretty much a nomad. I've been that way for a couple of years now. And so I decided to buy a place. I just haven't lived in it. So being here now, I've been living and unpacking and,
okay, yeah.
You know, just figuring things out. But I've just been just trying to work on me. Just do some things I haven't done. Write more, you know.
Just time for creativity.
Yeah, have more space for thought and just be still, you know.
What did you do with your mom yesterday?
Well, we FaceTimed. That's what we did because she's in New Orleans.
Okay.
we FaceTime before church because she does church by Zoom. So interesting. The world is.
Everybody's zooming right now. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, we just talked it up, laughed about so much. She had me call my auntie, who's a teacher, um, and just shower her with some love and whatnot, and just that kind of thing. That's me and my mom.
There are a lot of single women on this thing giving hearts. I think I'm telling you, they are losing it.
I'll take them. I'll take the hearts. Hey, we all need love right now for sure.
Oh, he's got new place. He's single in Atlanta.
I'm clean.
He's clean and
You
he's
know?
cute in his bed. So on bad days how cute he looks. So your bad days are still good days.
This
I
is
love
it.
it.
This is how I am. This is it.
So Star. Let's go back to Star.
Okay.
Why? I love Star. My kids love Star. What happened? You were a daddy carrying a baby around.
Yeah.
I was like, look at you.
Yeah.
What happened?
Wow. I really, to be fair, I don't really know. What I do know is that the business is fickle, and you could have a hit show, a booming show,
Yeah.
and for whatever reason, they decide to let it go. Um, it's sad to say that it wasn't expected, to be fair. It wasn't something we were talking about on set or whatnot. This just happened, and it is what it is. This is the nature of the beast. This is this business, so if
Yeah.
you out there that want to get into this business, it's fickle, man, and you just have to you have to have your center and stay connected, because things change, and that's okay, like water.
I love Queen Latifah in it. I love Miss Lawrence. Oh, I love me some Miss Lawrence.
Listen,
And
Lawrence is everything.
yes, and Lawrence is coming on next week. We're gonna have Lawrence on next. Let me tell you something. I was in Detroit. Let me tell you about Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
We were in Detroit and we were evacuated from a hotel in Detroit at 3 a.m. Lawrence was dressed to the nines, looking like getting ready to step on the runway. At 3 a.m. we evacuated. I'm like, Miss Lawrence. I kept walking, didn't realize it was me. And when I said it was me, they turned around, oh, child, I got to go. I said, well, you all dressed? And I looked like Harriet Tubman going to get the slaves with the wrap around my head. I had on a nightgown and a dress over. I met Dougie Fresh. It was the craziest thing.
Wait, what was going on in Detroit?
We were there for I think it was the NAACP. It was something.
Okay.
It was the NAACP, yes.
Yeah.
And we were staying out at the MGM Grand at the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they had, I don't know, something happened in the kitchen, and we were up at 3 a.m. going down the stairwell. Miss Lawrence was dressed to the nines.
Wasn't playing.
No.
You never know. You never know who's out there you got to slay. And, you got to stay ready.
Well, I had on a nightgown. I said people weren't ready for my pultitude. So I put on a dress over top. And I looked like a runaway slave. But neither here nor there.
Oh, my God.
So, Gracie, you have a question. Okay. A fan. Okay, come on close.
So, when Star, it was like, when you lost the baby, I was crying because that, hurt.
Okay, it hurts. So, what's the question?
That was all I got to say.
Okay, you had a comment. Bye. Anyway, she is such a fan. So,
I was hurt, too.
You were hurt. So are you looking to do TV again? I mean, you are an actor, you're a singer, you're a threat. You are a threat out there.
Oh, well, I come in peace, I'm just doing what Black people normally do. Be talented.
And have the hustle, keep the hustle going.
Keep the hustle going. I'm pursuing this art form. I love it. I'm enjoying it. I actually got an opportunity to work with Lena Waithe in her series The Chi on Showtime. Mm-hmm. So that'll be airing June. This June.
That's great. Mm-hmm.
June 25th, I think.
Did you work with Candy from Real Housewives in The Chi?
Yes. I mean, it's beautiful cast, loving, warm. They welcome me. I'm interested for people to see this new character.
Tell us about the character. Is it something totally different than what we are normally used to seeing?
Yes, I'd say he is. He's not a musician. He's a regular guy. Just trying to figure out his way in this world. He's very complex. He's the older brother of Jake, and he comes in to basically rescue Jake. You know, out of the inner city nonsense that goes on. He's gone down a weird path himself, and he's just trying to get his little brother out of that, uh, out of the way of that, you know, for that to happen. But he goes about it a pretty rambunctious, exciting kind of way. So that's interesting to see. Yeah, there's so much I can say, but that gives a lot to you learning about him, growing with him. He's a new character, so each episode you discover more about him, and it just kind of puts me in a bind when I have to talk about him because we're just like,
Was this character created for you, or did you come in and step into a role?
I came in and I stepped into a role. This it it came to my table. I was looking for a job, and I sent in my tape, and I got a text from Lena, and there it is. We've been wanting to work together. We've got like a weird history that I didn't even know we had a history just long ago when Lena was like an intern over at Emmons Towers, and I was just signed to another label, and me and my brother were just figuring it out on the elevators of this building, and she used to see us, and this is before any of us were anything.
And did you know who she was?
I had no clue.
Oh
I mean,
my God.
you know, I think we was all just figuring out who we were, you know? So here we are.
And that goes to this piece. You have to be kind and nice to everyone.
Yeah. Oh my
God. It comes back. Those you see
so
going
glad.
up are the same ones you see going down, around, and all. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was the first thing I told her. I said, I'm glad I wasn't an ass of no kind to you. I don't know why I would be, but
you be sitting there with a beard, no guy, after starting.
Yeah. You know what? I'm still trying to pursue this. I'm looking for a job. Still here, you know. Got a mortgage. I'm figuring it out, you know.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, was Shy able to complete the season, or was it stunted because of the moment that we're in, the time that we're in?
I to be fair, I'm not deep into that of that situation. I don't think it was stunted. I think they just adapted, and it's a continuation. You know, it's a scripted show. They write this thing. I mean, they're amazing writers that just tap into, I mean, life so deeply, and they're very creative. And I think it should be somewhat of a smooth transition. I know that people aren't exactly ecstatic about it, but you know, things happen and we gotta move on. And this is a beautiful show. And this show is about many people, you know? So tap into all the different characters because they're important, and this show is important. This is for us, by us. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about another side of you, your music.
Yes,
Your music. And I hope, and I should have asked you this, I hope that you'll grace us with something.
I'm already nervous. So you can make me more nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I'm
not going to hurt you. You know I am a fan. My kids are a fan. All we doing is loving you up here. Everyone is like holding you and loving you and just talking about how fine you are.
Thank you. I receive it.
Well, I'm glad you do, because you know it's important, and it's especially at a time such as this, because people feel genuine people, and they feel when you're not, and you can be as cute as you want, and you can turn that person off, because their heart isn't there. You seem to be a total package, and your mama did right. That's why she gave me the look like, what you coming over here for? I'm like,
protect my soul. Protect my soul.
I know.
Oh, my mom really did. Yeah, I to be fair, I wasn't an easy child.
What did you do?
I suppose I'm not an easy child to this day. What did I do?
She's fending the women off now. She wasn't spanking your hand. I've been around celebrities and their moms, and I had one celebrity saying, "Yeah, he just doesn't treat me right." I was like, "Ooh," and I couldn't say anything. Your mom was loving you and protecting you. You live long enough, and you're around enough. You'll hear a lot of stuff. And I
Yeah.
was shocked by that. Your mother is very supportive of you, and she's
Yeah.
protective of you.
Yeah. No, my mom, I mean, it's been me and my mom. It's always been me and my mother, you know. That's my rock. And so she just got my back like I got hers. And um, yeah, like I said, it wasn't easy. I know it wasn't easy for her trying to raise a young man in New Orleans, you know, with everything going on and stuff, all the different influences. But she supported me in all my endeavors. And, you know, when I took on music, when I figured out I liked music and music really moved me, motivated me, she just kept supporting that. And
What's,
so
what's your favorite classic since she
uh,
pushed you into music?
my favorite classics, wow. Okay, Distant Lover by Marvin Gaye. Um, For All We Know, Donny Hathaway.
That's some deep stuff.
Yeah, I like um Where Do We Go From Here by the Enchantments. Hmm. I like a plethora of things. Miles Davis, Cannonball Alley. I think Charlie Parker. I mean, I played the sax before I sang. I played sax. I thought I was gonna be a jazz player, so I was deep into jazz. And my favorite movie is Mo Better Blues. I was definitely
What's this
trying
song? Da, 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 da. I can't. Yeah, Mo Better. Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
dun, 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 dun,
You
dun,
talking
dun.
about Mercy, Mercy Me?
No, that's Mo Better Blues.
Hold on, let me see. That's Mercy, Mercy Me.
No, that's Mo Better Blues.
Hold on. Well, anyway, we keep on moving. But I love that. Now look at you. That's ladies.
Hey, lady.
Ladies. So talk to me about music. You're this guy who enjoys the classics and jazz.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get hooked up touring with Beyoncé?
Oh well, you know, my management before at the time was working with Beyonce. And so, I mean, had been working with her for years. So when I moved to California with my brothers to pursue our dreams, we sang background for Tyrese, and Tyrese was managed by this same manager.
And Tyrese was just on last Thursday, and he preached.
I caught that one. He will preach. He will preach.
I was like, we were opening the doors of the church, but go ahead.
Yes. No. So through that, we would always just be around all their different video shoots and stuff. We would just always, you know, be around, and the DC family just kind of just took us in and just kind of were cool with us. So as I grew as an artist, being a solo artist and whatnot, I put out a independent album, and she loved it, and I wasn't exactly excited for what the label was doing for me at the time, and she wasn't. And for some reason, for that reason, she offered me a job in opening up for her on her tour. So she's awesome. I can't say nothing else. I mean, that's awesome.
Let me say this, and I say this quite a bit, and I'm a huge Beyonce fan. I'm a huge Janet Jackson fan.
Yes.
I'm a huge Patti LaBelle fan.
Miss Patty?
Miss Patty. And I'm not talking about the sweet potato pie Patty. I'm talking about on
real
stage.
Deal. On stage. Yeah.
Kicking off a shoe, going from low to high.
Not a game.
And that's what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying. People like those women, and there's some men that are out there like that. The reason why they are who they are is because it's not just about singing. Right. They give you a show.
Well, there's intention. There's intention behind. I mean, everybody can sing. Everybody can sing. We all have this, you know, this gift of for music, you know, and all of us can sing. Not all of us sound great, and not all of us are able to sing with intention, with emotion, with history behind what we're singing, what we're saying. And the people you named aforementioned are those people. I idolize
Jill Scott.
Oh, Jill Scott. I mean, that Erykah Badu and Jill Scott versus was just magical. I don't think people really get the gravity of what that
Jill
is.
used to write for Erykah.
I know, and they broke that down. I didn't know that.
You didn't?
I thought I knew a lot. I didn't know that part.
Wow. But I'm gonna say this. I know Erykah Badu is amazing,
Mm.
but I'm Jilly from Philly all the way every day.
Listen, Jill, let me tell you, Jilly from Philly gave me an opportunity. This is funny. After I got off tour with Beyonce, blessings just kept coming. She hit my people up. Jill hit my people up for me to open up for her at Radio City Hall.
Crazy.
For New Year's Eve.
Crazy.
Bring my mom. It was. Listen.
There's mom again. Mom
listen,
is not far away.
She said, I'm not missing that. My mom don't even do plays. She don't even do plays. She would do a train. She would do a train any way possible.
She did, huh?
But she got on that plane quickly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you this. John Murray, my dear friend John Murray, he said Luke James is the best vocalist of his peer group.
Thank you.
Yes, respectfully, none of these other guys can hang with him. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
John is into this. He's just talking and talking and talking and checking in. So someone said they remember seeing you in concert in Germany.
Yes.
You were opening for Beyonce there. Wow.
I mean, I've been around the world, and this, you know, what's so funny. The year before I got that, oh my God, I'm so terrible. I forgot her name. Oh my God, forgot her name.
Come to you. I pray it comes to you.
This beautiful woman sat me down to really, she's a life coach in a sense. And she sat me down, and this is before we released music and I was about to go on tour. Things were about to happen. And they wanted me to sit down to just talk media and how to, you know, act and conduct yourself and whatnot. And she really just talked to me personally, right? And it kind of influenced me to write down my dreams and my thoughts and what I want. And I did that. And the following year later, those things started to get checked off, going around, touring around the world, having millions of people hear my voice, being in a feature film, which was my first feature film that year when I went on tour.
And what was it?
Which was it's called Black Nativity, directed by Casey Lemons.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker, Jacob Lattimore, Tyrese, Mary J. Blige, Nas. The list goes on. Blessings out the wazoo. I'm grateful. I've had a solid career so far, and I can't, you know.
You're a solid career. You're a solid person, and we just love you. And the women are just losing their daggone mind. He's single, ladies.
I'm single. Lose your mind.
But I want
your
to
mind.
see you on Bumble. I don't want you bringing anybody into your house right now. All right. All right.
I'm not
telling you.
Don't worry about me. I'm not playing with these people out here. I got stuff to do.
That's what I'm saying. We got to live. We choose life. So wait a minute. Here's more.
I choose life. I got stuff to do. This is
this it? Hold on. This is it. Mo Better Boots. Come on, Denzel. Play the horn. This is it.
Oh.
Oh, you see dancing with Luke James.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee joint.
That's Spike Lee. That's Bradford Marcellus.
Yes.
And
the Marcellus brothers.
And who's playing the trumpet is he's from New Orleans. He's another amazing Bradford Marcellus. And
you'll get it.
Somebody's gonna say it. Mo Better Blues is the movie. He should make a series out of it, in my opinion.
So you're New Orleans. You're New Orleans going through. That's New Orleans is Zydeco, is jazz.
It's funk. It's gospel.
Terrence
It's
Blanchard.
Terrence
Terrence
Blanchard.
Blanchard. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
I mean, New Orleans is a culmination of all different types of art. You know, food to illustration and architecture and music, dance. You know, and actually love. You know, it's an interesting feeling you get there. People have just naturally for everybody. It's a respect thing. I mean, children 6 years old will say good evening to another 6-year-old. It's just a natural thing we have. Is just respect from the get. New Orleans is a very, 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 very special place for sure. If you've been there,
most definitely is.
yeah, you know it's hot too. It's a hot place. It gets hot.
It's hot in a lot of ways. See, but unfortunately, you are in Atlanta right now, and your mom is in New Orleans. Two hotbeds for Corona. You know, we're praying for everyone.
Yes, thank you.
We're praying for everyone there. And I'm in Baltimore, and we're still expecting it to hit. And it's just this is a crazy time. And once again, you know, this is a moment that we have to really find ourselves. And that's one of the reasons why I'm talking to you, because I would see you post pictures looking all cute and sexy sitting there.
Yeah, those were months ago.
But you had your beard.
Oh, you talking about the more like, that's me just sitting here lounging with nothing to do. But yeah, no, I you know, just trying to keep safe, keeping my mom safe, making sure she just, you know, my mom used to be, my mom was a safety engineer for 29 years for, at Lockheed Martin. So she knows, you know, protocol and caution and whatnot. It's just a matter of just instilling that into the people around her and making sure everyone takes things seriously. She has a community around her though. People, they are taking care of each other every week. I think twice a week they get on the phone. There's like a phone conference where they speak to a doctor. Who gives them updates on what's really going on. There's another person, someone who's just so beautiful, who's been making sure that all of the elderly within the church and whatnot are have all the equipment they need. So like face masks and whatnot. My mom, she's got so much. My mom is sending me some for me because I have a face mask, but I don't have like the guard, the whole.
I don't have that yet either. I don't have
that. Yeah, my mom ain't playing. She's
have you been out? Have you been out yet? Because I went out and I got anxiety, and I was like, y'all bring me back home. I could not go out. I was scared.
The only way I go to the grocery store, and there's here in Atlanta they got a thing called the Beltline, and people don't really respect the time codes that they've laid out for, you know, at certain I think between I think it's 8 a.m. to 10. Give that to people who need to, you know, get to work, and for the elderly, and then from 10 to 2, work out. You know, you need to work out and run and all that kind of stuff, and then from 2 to until 6 or whatnot, give people space who need to come home from work. What I've been noticing, people aren't really respecting that. It's a lot of people not wearing masks. But this is Atlanta. This is Georgia.
And you've got the highest numbers in the nation, in the state of Georgia. Mayor Keisha is trying. You don't even have to call her whole name. Mayor Keisha is trying to keep y'all in the house.
Listen, Keisha's trying. I listen to Keisha. I ain't going to no dinner parties. No, I don't care.
Don't go to buy the Jordans. Buy them online.
I'm good.
Buy the Jordans online.
I don't need. Who's gonna see it? Who's gonna see that stuff? That stuff doesn't even matter right now.
It's like people who get red bottoms who've never had them for the first time, and they hold their foot up so you can see it. And
it's red.
They have the foot up like this so you can see the red bottom instead of just being cool with it.
I paid for this red bottom.
You gonna see
the red bottom. No, you know, I just can't be that pretentious. I value my life. I value people who love me. You know, I don't want to put nobody through pain.
That's right.
And I don't want to be sick, and I don't want to be nobody's choice. I don't want to have somebody make a decision on me.
That's right.
By myself, you know. I don't want to be sick. So I just think it's just stay inside, be safe, be cautious, distance, and just weather the storm. Be still. It's cool. It's okay.
That's biblical. Be still and know that I am God.
Amen.
That's a whole I can't keep going to church with all y'all. So look, but speaking of music, we have lost 3 legends in music. We've lost 3 legends over the weekend. What do you think about? I mean, Betty Wright, we lost Andre Harrell and Little Richard.
Yeah. It's just sad. I have it's weird. I've been thinking about this. I you know, especially in regards to Little Richard. I don't know. It's just really sad. Things happen, you know.
But this trio
is just
crazy.
It's intense. I just kind of have a regret in the sense that you know, I wish people would really. I wish we would get into the habit of showering like we're doing with the verses, what this verses thing is allowing people to really just absorb these artists who have been here, who have laid out the platform for me to even survive out here right now. You know, Babyface and Teddy Riley and all of these types of people. I just think it's important to show these people love, you know, these people who are pioneers, who put their life, their livelihood on the line to make a way. Therefore, that we can, you know, I can enjoy being an actor and a musician. You know, I can, you know, express myself freely. Yeah, I think about that, especially with Little Richard, because he's a pioneer of rock and roll, and I just really don't feel like he really got those flowers like he should have been getting.
That's true. That is very true.
It makes me think of everyone who's here still right now. Whose number do I have that I could just say, hey man, I love you, appreciate you, you know?
Beyonce, Tyrese, all of them.
You know?
Lisa. No, but you know, you think back to some of those old movies, those old real movies, those biopics about how they lived. You know, it was terrible. They weren't getting paid, and then the white musicians were stealing their records and making them number 1.
Yeah.
And making the money, and they weren't.
Yeah.
It's a different day. I mean, but it's just sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to love up those pioneers that are still with us.
We got to love them continuously, regardless of the hype. None of that matters. They've done their job. They've done their job. But our job is just make sure they're good, make sure they're loved, and they know they're loved, and so we don't ever have regrets to this day when we're posting and etc. And it should have been already done. I'm sure Little Richard would have loved us posting like crazy about him.
Yeah,
he would
say, "Shut up, shut up,
shut up."
Yeah, but we got a bubble wrap. We've got a bubble wrap. Everybody's talking about Stevie Wonder. We got a bubble wrap. Stevie Wonder, Eddie Levert, Patti LaBelle. We got all of these. Smokey Robinson, Diana Ross.
We gotta love these people. We gotta love on these people continuously. We gotta do just why not? We should. They've done their job. Now our job is to love them. That's it.
Yeah, most definitely. And you know, what songs from that era, that trio, what songs were some of your favorite?
Well, of course, as a child I heard Tutti Frutti, right?
Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy.
And I mean, as a child, I never broke down the lyrics and nothing like that until I got into a grown man. I'm really like listening and reading these lyrics and whatnot. But I just remember his pizzazz, his energy. It was always
his look for that time.
His look for that time was, he really created the space for people like Prince, for people to really be free, you know, and oh man, I don't know. I think about let me think. Andre Harrell. I mean, come on, you know, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. You know,
you remind me. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have Diddy.
I
or
was just
married
about
yet?
to say that. I was just about to say that. I was so just about, because
See, I'm from that era. I'm
that's
from
a
that
whole
era.
nother era
Yeah.
of that, and that right there. We should be showering those artists with nothing but love, etc. You know, I think it just, I think I just think about all these people, and now I'm just thinking, how can I change the behavior, um, you know, and how I celebrate people, and just so I have no regrets at the end of the day, you know.
No
Drew
regrets.
Hill, wow.
Yeah, no regrets. So we also remember some of those groups, like New
Heavy D.
Edition. Huh?
Oh, somebody said Heavy D.
Heavy. Oh my God. I never got to meet Heavy D, but I was in my mind, there are several people that were my boyfriends. Prince and Heavy D. Heavy Bunny. Diddly, 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 diddly.
Diddly, 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 diddly,
Oh,
D.
yes.
He's the man.
I searched low and I searched high to find myself a cutie pie. That's what Luke's doing right now in his COVID moment.
I'm looking.
Oh, I love me some Heavy D. The bone diddly, diddly, diddly.
Oh, yes.
D. And the bigger he was, the more I loved him. That's a
Oh,
whole nother story.
it's a whole other thing, huh?
I don't want to get into that. So this is about you, not me. So, yes,
Heavy
I'll be
D.
sure. I'll be sure. That's true. I'll be sure.
Be sure.
Oh my gosh. I met him the other day, and he a couple of weeks ago, about a month or so ago, a couple months. No, not a month, because we've been here for 9 weeks. I met him at the end of last year.
Listen, I don't know what today is.
I know, right?
I'm glad you hit me, because I thought it was Sunday. I was getting ready to watch Insecure. Okay.
Oh my God. Let's get. Oh, okay. Now you need to be careful with that this season when you're in the house by yourself. So anyway, yeah. So, but no, I'm thinking, since we're talking music and groups back in the day, I'm thinking New Edition.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking you playing Johnny Gill.
Oh, yeah.
Put on your red dress.
Oh.
I'm thinking about all of that. I'm just thinking about music with you and just everything music. And that show, that movie.
All that time, all that Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Janet Jackson, all of them around that music.
That was my era.
I feel you.
And it
That
was
music.
so wonderful. So someone said, Luke, today is our wedding. Yes, you're confused on your days. Huh? Who is this? Mr.
That's hilarious.
Mr. Jerome Trammell. Do you know him?
Jerome, what?
Trammell? Do you know him?
I don't know about that name.
Mr. Jerome.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I thought you knew him. He was throwing a joke at you. So anyway, he had a check. So I just think, yeah, he had a check. I thought he was throwing. You know better than that. I'm an old lady. Don't do it. No, I'm just 52. I'm playing. Anyway. But no, I'm thinking about New Edition and you playing Johnny Gill in that movie.
Yeah.
And all of this stuff. At this moment, we're listening to D Nice. We're losing people.
Yeah.
Music is
everything. Music is
it's soul soothing. And we're binge watching movies like New Edition.
Yeah.
And Planet. You and the guys got close, didn't you?
Yeah.
In the midst of that. Are you guys like a fraternity now or a brotherhood?
Wow. Yeah, I guess you could say something like that. We're I mean, I you know, at this in this business, you know, it's hard to find people who are really 100, you know, who will hold you accountable, you know, when you need to be held accountable, support you when you need to be supported, you know, advice. And we're all on this journey together. So, you know, we're just really there for each other. That's really how it all kind of happened. It's what we kind of really needed to happen.
Yeah.
Especially us trying to portray these guys who've had this relationship for 30 plus years. How do we translate that on film? So yeah, we had to really connect and really have one mind, and we just couldn't let it go. And the guys, New Edition, I mean, they've just been on. I mean, I get calls from Johnny like every other month, like just to make sure, and no lie, just to make sure I'm singing. just to make sure I'm steady, keeping the music pushing. Like,
Now that's
keep it
nice.
going.
That's nice to hear that
Yeah,
he's kind of, I guess he considers himself your friend slash mentor.
oh, that's my big bro.
Yeah.
That's big bro. I mean, honestly, without that project right there, that project right there kind of really just put me in a better place, personally, mentally, physically. I was having a dark time around that time when I got that opportunity. I wasn't excited about music. I was out of love for music, and
Hmm.
acting wasn't something I didn't, it wasn't on the, it wasn't in front of my mind. Then this opportunity came. Thank God to God bless my brother Elijah Kelly, who played in it, who called me, and there
Said,
it was.
bro, you won't do this.
Yeah, he was like, yo, look, BET is about to do something really gnarly, and Jesse Collins and Chris Robinson are doing it. Robbie Reed is casting, and they're looking for a Johnny Gill. They're looking for a Johnny Gill and a Bobby Brown. And I was like, I'm with it. I'm down. I could do Johnny. I'll do Johnny.
Yeah,
I
because
could
it's
do it.
hard to be the prerogative and all that stuff. Do
Oh,
what you
it
want
sounded
to do.
like fun. It sounded like so much fun, but I got two left feet. I gotta be honest.
And
I
have
got
that
two left feet.
asymmetric cut.
And
And
what's so the irony in that is I trusted my gut, you know. I trusted my first mind to go with Johnny because he has two left feet, and we have
but he
so
can
much more in common.
sing the heck out of a song.
Yes, and I used to mimic Johnny Gill when I was a child, so that's why I can, like, I can get right, slip on your red dress,
Put on
slide on
your
the
high
high
heels.
heels.
Yes.
Yeah, I can slip right into it. So yeah, no, that experience was everything. To sit in the studio with Babyface,
Mm,
to hear all the stories from Jam and Lewis, you know,
mm.
and just to soak up all the knowledge these guys have and are super uber willing to give. Brooke Payne, Stro, I mean, all the lessons within within 4 months it took us to well, no, 5 months. Let me be honest. Sorry. It took us 3 weeks. We had only 3 weeks to learn all the choreography, or else most of those songs wouldn't have been in the movie because they weren't trying to do stunt doubles. So we had to learn all the steps. Um, yeah, it took a lot out. It was boot camp for sure, but it just made us, each of us. I know every actor from the littles to the bigs. It made us stronger. I mean, everybody's doing so well right now. Our mentality is different from that
I
experience.
didn't know a lot of that stuff was going on that went on. I mean, you hear things, but I didn't know. I was like, oh my God. And I'm sure if that was on, it had to be much worse.
Oh yeah, the stuff that the stuff we heard that they wanted to put in there that just wasn't going to play well on TV. I mean, a lot of the stuff that was in there was raunchy as it is, and a lot of it was going to be written out. Um, but thank God for Chris Robinson, who just like really, like, he's our big bro. He kind of like really pulled us together, and we just worked out scenes and on our own time without all the cameras or whatever, just us, and just work scenes, and we made everything work, and the studios loved it, and so that's why you got a great film out of, I mean, with 3 night film, 3 films. Yeah, kind of.
I've seen them. I've seen them at Essence twice, and that's a great show.
That's
And one,
they can perform.
if it isn't long, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's a difference between the younger New Edition and the older.
Oh yeah.
Because the night that I saw them, it was so funny. One of the nights that I saw them, Babyface sang before them,
Mm.
and Babyface ran around the Superdome
Oh, you had to.
after he finished. But then New Edition came on, and they were like, "If it isn't love," you could tell Bobby was like, "What in the world?" And they were like huffing and puffing.
It was winded.
Babyface came on stage, was like, "Hey," and he was like, "Why y'all tired?" I was like, "Oh."
Listen,
I said, "There's a
listen.
little stomach there, you know, for you to get older."
Let me tell you, I understand it. My bones right now hurt just thinking about that choreography.
How old are you?
I can't tell you. I've stopped at an age and I'm staying there.
You stopped at 19. You
I'm
cute.
not talking about no.
And you talk about your bones hurt. All right, yeah. When you hit 52, that's when you come to me. So I got a request.
Bones hurt when you were young too. Also, I to be fair, I skateboard and that's part of why my joints was hurting too.
So the ladies can find you skateboarding.
Yeah. Sometimes, especially in New York, that's where I can get busy. I love it out there.
People are guessing your age. We're not gonna go there.
You guess it.
But he ain't telling. You keep on guessing.
Yeah.
So in the remaining time that we have, there's a request for Ninja.
You said what?
There's a request to sing Ninja.
Ninja. Wait, what's Ninja? I don't know what that's.
Don't worry about it. Move on. There's a request to sing. What you want? Okay. These arms. My daughter wants Grace. Come here. Ask him. Give him the request. Since she's one of your biggest fans.
Yes.
The other one is upstairs trying to be cool at 17. Come here. Come on. My 12-year-old. All right.
You trying to make me? I haven't sang. Okay, I'm not gonna make no excuse.
Come on, let's do it. Yeah. Do your vocal exercise.
Wait, what song am I doing? What song?
Come here, Grace.
These arms of mine.
Oh gosh, I'm bad with my words. Okay. All right. Where should I start?
At the beginning. Start where you want to go.
These arms of mine, I hold you close, never letting go. I'm talking about these arms of mine, so damn divine. These arms of mine. I know you wanted falsetto. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I can give you something better. I'm so self-conscious about it.
Child, anything you say, I'm like, ooh, wee. Go ahead.
I try. Let me think. Give me another song.
Get to one of those classics that your mother used to make you sing that you are really good at. Because I've heard you sing a classic and you blow it out. People saying you melt their heart.
I'm melting hearts.
Yeah. And people are like, yes, love you.
I used to do this. I can give you something I used to do with my mom. She used to hate it but love it. She'd be in the kitchen cooking, and I was always just like, always just putting on a show, especially when we had company and stuff. So I would just break out into the song. Mama, know that you are everything to me. You are the air that I breathe. Oh, mama, one day you'll get out this kitchen and we'll make some real good money. Oh, and I'll buy you a house on a hill, mama, 'cause I can sing. And then she would slap me. She'd be like, boy, get out of here. I'm not playing with you. Mama, I can sing. I can do so many things. Oh, mama, I love you. Can't you believe in me like I believe in your love, yeah. And then she would just shoo me away by like spraying water on me or something like that.
Spray water on you?
Yeah, my mom, you have to get she's trying to wash the dishes.
I told you she's a tough one.
Oh, because listen, I'm an only child, single parent. I got nothing but energy. If anything I would have done with brothers and sisters, I was doing with my mom. So I was aggravating the hell out of her with all my yeah, so,
Is there a Marvin Gaye song? All right, ladies, be careful now, because it's going to hurt you.
Let me make sure I got. Ooh, I bet you wonder how I knew about your plans to make me blue with some other guy you knew before. Between the two of us guys, I loved you more. It took me by surprise, I must say. But I found out yesterday. Instead, I heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be mine, baby. I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind, honey, honey, yeah.
Woo!
I'm sorry. So many faces.
Woo!
Just a little bit.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm old enough, you know. You know what I mean? You know.
Brescia, your girlfriend Brescia was saying, "Say, I'm gonna hook y'all up now." Look, she stopped,
Brescia.
I know she stopped talking to me until you started singing. I'm gonna get you, Brescia. I'm gonna call you after this, Brescia. I'm like, I think I'm saying it right here.
Brescia, give me a call or text me.
Brescia. Brescia. I think her, look at Brescia, she's laughing. I'm gonna tell her mama. I said, I'm gonna tell her mama, who's my son. I'm gonna say, I set your daughter up.
Oh my gosh, Brescia, I'm ready.
Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Invite me to the wedding. Invite me to the wedding. I will be dancing. Yes. Brescia said, okay, baby. Oh, Brescia. Okay. All right, yeah. If you don't know who Brescia is, Brescia Webb, look her up.
Y'all better tap in.
Yeah, she was in Black AF, and she was just in the Tyler Perry movie, the last one, the next.
She's in Last OG with Tracy Morgan.
She's in everything.
She's
Sex
mad.
Couplets. She's all over the place.
Oh, she don't play.
Yeah, she doesn't play. She's from Baltimore. That's my
Brescia
home
gonna
girl.
be all right.
She's good people. She's good people.
Yeah.
So in our waning few minutes, I want to say thank you. I think you are amazing. I think you're wonderful. And I thank you so much for doing this. You didn't have to.
Oh no, thank you. I really appreciate you. So I want to support you. So that's why I'm here.
Well, you just touched my heart. And this, like I said, these COVID conversations were meant to inform, uplift, and also give how-tos. And before we go, there are a lot of people out here, a lot of people who have children or people who want to know how to be the next Luke James, the next Brescia Webb, or the next themselves. How would they get to be that?
Wow. You gotta believe it. You have to believe it first. Everything's mental. Everything starts there first. Your whole body will walk the walk. Surround yourself with beautiful people who feed you, who hold you accountable, who challenge you. It's okay to be around people who know more than you. Listen, be a sponge. Continue to be a sponge. I am still a sponge. I'm still a student of the arts. Be kind. Karma comes in different shapes and sizes and has no time schedule. It will hit you when it hits you. Be good to people. Be loveful and work hard to work harder.
That's right. And you deserve all the goodness. And we're going to see more of you, hear more of you with all your projects. And I want to say thank you for joining in, Holly Robinson Peach. She's here too.
Holly!
Yes, right. The great community. Holly was just on too. I love her. She's amazing. We're like best friends in both of our heads. And she's a wonderful lady who's doing great things right now.
I got a feeling there's a lot of women here who feel exactly the same way about you, for sure. I feel it. I feel it.
Oh, you're so sweet.
This is going to grow. This is happening.
Well, look, from your mouth to God's ears, you preach. And I'm just so thankful that the community shows up because it's about each other.
Absolutely.
We're helping each other's cause. This is a moment we have never seen before, and we've got to come together some kind of way.
Yes.
Poor Brescia was on when they told my hair one day. I was like, oh my God. And people are, some people, was it Sherry Shepherd's people? Oh my God, they didn't tell us we had to keep our kids. People.
Yes.
It's different, and we're learning how to coexist. And the thing that I hate is to see that people are fighting each other in the midst of this.
Yeah.
If I could give a little bit of encouragement, help, information, and uplift, and how to, with all of you, Holly Robinson, Pete, Brescia, Valerie, Jerry, I mean, everybody, Samuel, the great Samuel Jackson,
Oh man.
Tyrese, all the people and all the gospel singers that have been on, I thank you. And I have a minute and 57 seconds left. What do you want to say? And if you want to sing us out, baby, you can. Sing to your wife to come, whoever that is.
Oh, yeah. You are so beautiful to me.